Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Comic Books NYC. This is going to be my top slabbed comic book pickups video for 2020. It is that time. It's the end of the year. So we're going to go back through my pickups and select some favorites for the year. Now, I am going faceless here, old school style for this, so that the books get all the shine and not my shining face. So that's why you got this set here for this video. As you can see, you got some of my DC art here on the wall, but we're gonna use this back wall here to showcase the pickups. Now, before we get into the list, into the books, just a couple ground rules. Number one, no AOKs on this list. I've been very, very lucky to get some incredible AOKs this year in 2020 from some awesome friends. And I just don't feel comfortable including any on the list. I don't want to rank AOKs against each other, and I also, am focusing this list on books that I picked up myself. Rule number two, no art or sketch covers. Those are all kind of one-of-one pieces, and I'm focusing this list on, comics that are, more widely available in the marketplace and not one-of-one pieces of art. Rule number three, no raw comics. I'm focusing this is a slab list. Of course I do buy raw comics, but it's a lot harder to narrow down with more comics on the raw side versus less comics on the slab side. And when it comes to like key issues or books that are quote unquote meaningful in my collection, I lean towards more of a slab collector. So I'm focusing on the slabs for this list. Finally, rule number four, this list is in no particular order. I've sort of broken it out by categories, but you can sort of tell by the way I break it out which are the more meaningful pickups versus sort of the more honorable mentions ones. But all in all, I love every book that I'm including on this list, so that's the justification. Now let's get right into the list. Okay, first up, these are what I'm calling my top modern pickups or modern slabs of 2020. Starting with Why the Last Man, number 1, 9.8. Picked that up from my buddy Bake the Snake. Avengers 257, first appearance of Nebula, 9.8 white pages. Picked that up from my buddy Matt, the boy who had 7. Something is Killing the Children, number 1, the Jenny Frison Unlocked Retailer Edition. Love that cover. Amazing. All New Marvel Point Now, number 1, 9.4. First full appearance of the new Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan. Picked that up from my buddy JP, JP's Budget Collecting. And finally, this incredible Gal Gadot photo cover, convention exclusive variant for Wonder Woman number 31 and a 9.8 white pages. So those are my top modern pickups of 2020. Okay, and now here we have my top signed comic book slab pickups for 2020. Starting with X-Men number 50, 7.0, signed by Jim Steranko. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 3, second printing, signed and remarked by Kevin Eastman. Something is Killing the Children, number 1. This is the NYCC Diamond Retailer Edition, exclusive version of that Jenny Frison cover you saw in the last round. Also signed by Jenny Frison. Amazing. Wonder Woman, number 53, signed, personalized to Don Dada by Jenny Frison. She signed this for me at C2E2. And then Saga issue number 30, signed by Fiona Staples. This was a book that Comic Tom got signed by Fiona and was eventually made its way to my collection via my buddy George, D-Run Comics. So there you have it. Those are my top signed comic book pickups for 2020. Okay, I'm calling this round Miscellaneous Bronze Silver. These are all books that fit things that I collect, but those categories didn't necessarily have enough slabs for their own category, so they're all going into this one. So starting with X-Men 129, first appearance of Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost. Miss Marvel number 18, first full appearance of Mystique. Wonder Woman 196, awesome bondage cover. And Silver Surfer 475, classic John Buscema, the reverse Silver Surfer cover. So those are my top miscellaneous bronze and silver slabs of 2020. Okay, now we have another miscellaneous category. I'm calling this my miscellaneous golden age top pickups for 2020. So let's start here with some timely. We had Marvel Mystery Comics number 29, freaking amazing Alex Schomburg cover. This copy's pretty beat up, but it's my copy, and that's probably one of my all-time favorite Schomburgs right there. Love that. Also got Miss Fury number 2, more timely. This is one of my favorite of the title. I love kind of the first 4 on this title, but this is probably my personal favorite. Got Miss Fury swinging in there and doing some damage. Okay, and we also have Police Comics issue number 15. This is the first cover appearance of the Spirit on the comic book cover. Police Comics 15, awesome Plastic Man cover right there. And then Action Comics issue number 27, 4-5, one of the 2 debated first cover appearances of Lois Lane, right there. So there you go. Those are my top miscellaneous golden age pickups for 2020. Now we have my top pickups from 2020 from the Batman title, starting with Batman 608 from the Hush storylines. That second printing, that awesome Jim Lee cover. Thanks to DS Comics for that one. Batman issue number 42, the second cover appearance of Catwoman, first cover appearance of Catwoman in the Batman title. Shout out to Select Comics NYC for that one. Next we have Batman issue number 5, the first appearance of Linda Page, first appearance of the Batmobile on the interior, and the bat symbol left off of Batman's chest on the cover for the first time. And finally, Batman number 2, the second appearance of the Joker, and the second appearance of Catwoman, aka the Cat. This is the first time she's referred to as Catwoman in the title, and this issue also includes an ad for the 1940 New York's World's Fair. So those are my top Batman title pickups for 2020. And I'm a huge Batman fan, so you can't have just the Batman title. You also got to have your top Detective Comics pickups of the year. So these are my top ones. Detective Comics issue number 61, the first cover appearance of the Batplane. Detective Comics 68, first cover appearance of Two-Face. And Detective Comics number 26, the last pre-Batman issue of Detective from the collection of Ruben Blades. First written mention of Batman in a ad banner promoting the next issue. So first ever written mention of Batman, Detective Comics 26, the issue that preceded his first appearance in Tech 27. So those are my top Detective Comics pickups for 2020. And these are my top Spider-Man pickups for 2020. Spectacular Spider-Man, the magazine from the Silver Age, issue number 2, with my all-time favorite Spider-Man cover by John Romita Sr. in a 9.8 white pages. Amazing to have that Silver Age magazine issue in a 9.8 white pages. Still blows my mind. Absolutely love it. Then you got Spectacular Spider-Man number 1 from the ongoing series in the Bronze Age in a 9.8 white pages. Love that. Amazing Spider-Man issue number 42, 8.5. This is the appearance of Mary Jane and Cameo on the last panel. Basic Tiger, you just hit the jackpot. Probably my all-time favorite Mary Jane related key. So happy to have finally upgraded that one to a higher grade this year. And then Amazing Spider-Man number 3, the first appearance of Otto Octavius, aka Doc Ock. One of my favorite Spidey Rogues villains. So there you have it. Those are my top Spider-Man pickups for 2020. Okay guys, and last but not least, these are my grails for 2020, my top dog pickups, the big boy books right here. They really need no explanation, but here they are, and super happy to have these books obviously in the collection. So starting with Star Wars #1, 1977, the regular 30-cent version, although I do have the 35-cent version in a much lower grade. But this is probably the highest grade or best condition I can ever find this copy in, so that's a huge grail for me as a massive Star Wars fan. So there you go, Star Wars #1, 9.8 white pages, newsstand. Amazing Spider-Man #129, 9.4, first appearance of Punisher, Frank Castle. Another one of my favorite characters, and also a big Spider-Man key at the same time, so just a huge book for my collection, definitely a grail. X-Men #1, 4.5, first appearance of Magneto and the original X-Men team. Absolutely love this book. Definitely glad I got this book earlier on because it seems to be exploding, especially at these mid-grades right now. Definitely got in at the right time on that book, and super happy to have it in the collection. And then finally, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, first print, 8.0, signed and remarked by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird on the interior cover. Got this book earlier in the year at C2E2 back in February, and since then this book has gone absolutely mental, nuclear if you will, and is worth way more than I paid for it at the time, which I feel extremely lucky that I was able to afford this book back then at what it was going for back then, but it has gone absolutely mental. But hey man, timing is everything in this hobby, and those are my top grails for 2020. Hope you guys enjoyed. Happy New Year, happy holidays, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Where do I begin? I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind. I don't want it all. Heard the scammer had to switch up the accounts. Moving paper, gotta call it my account. It's all in, I can have it coming out. Been through the struggle, I can see another drought. Yeah, it's not a purse, it's a merce. 6 figures was a goal, now it's 9 or a hearse. Put it work. Used to pull up, not swerve. No time for the snakes, time to put them in the dirt. That's word. I gotta get it, it's in my DNA. You only see the highlights, don't know what it takes. Last year stressing, got no sleep. Now I'm right between the courts, out of nosebleeds.